Apple announces iOS 15, newest version of iPhone software. Apple's senior vice president in charge of software, Craig Federighi, announced iOS 15, the latest version of the iPhone operating system. This software typically releases for most users alongside newer phones in the fall, but developers and early adopters can start using it earlier, typically during the summer. iOS 15 includes FaceTime improvements, including 3D audio, portrait mode to blur backgrounds, and a grid view to speak to multiple people at the same time. Apple will also allow users to send links to schedule individual FaceTime calls, like Zoom links. Users can also share their screens or music through a new software feature called Share Time. FaceTime calls are also now supported on Windows and Android through a browser, the first time that FaceTime has been supported across platforms. An iMessage redesign, which includes features that turns messaged photos into galleries. A new feature called Shared With You saves links that people sent you and puts them in one place so users can address them later. It works with Apple Music, Safari, Apple Podcasts, Apple TV and Apple News. Users can pin important messages featuring content. Redesign notifications, including a feature that collects users' notifications into a custom summary, ordered by priority. Notifications from people will continue to appear on the lock screen so they won't be missed. Users who have turned on Do Not Disturb or a new focus mode will have their status shared with other users, like in a Away message. Focus mode can hide any apps that you don't want to distract you. Camera improvements, including a feature called Live Text that can automatically identify and scan text in photographs. Apple's machine learning will also be able to identify elements in photos, such as location or whether there's a pet in the scene. Apple's System Search, Spotlight, will search these elements. A feature called Memories will use machine learning to combine photos into relevant galleries or animations and sometimes add music from Apple Music. Apple is also expanding the Wallet app functionality to include corporate badges as well as keys to get into hotels and houses with smart homes. Apple is also going to support scanning US IDs, such as driver's licenses, into their wallet. Apple says it is only supported in some states for now, and the TSA will accept the credential. Apple's Safari browser on the iPhone can now support the same extensions that the desktop version of Safari does. Apple also redesigned the tab interface. Apple announced new iPad software called iPadOS 15. iPadOS 15 includes new ways to rearrange iPad apps, put widgets on the home screen and the App Library feature, formerly iPhone exclusive, that automatically organizes apps. Apple also introduced a new multitasking interface that makes it easier to put two apps side by side on the iPad screen. The Apple Notes app has been updated to better interface with other apps. One feature, called Quick Notes, lets users jot notes using the Apple Pencil, a stylus. A new version of the Translate app for iPods allows users to speak and have the discussion translated on screen in real time. Apple announces watchOS 8, with mindfulness app and portrait photo watch face. Apple revealed the newest version of its Apple Watch software, watchOS 8, on Monday. It includes a new watch face that can use a photo taken in portrait mode as the background. Apple has also added a new feature allowing users to write text with their fingers to send in messages directly on the watch. watchOS 8 includes an updated Breathe app, which guides users through a brief breathing exercise. It also includes a new app called Mindfulness, which can show quotes or other inspirational meditation-adjacent phrases called reflections. Apple announces macOS Monterey, which can share a mouse and keyboard with an iPad. The latest version of macOS is named Monterey after the scenic beach town in California's Central Coast. It has new features that allow users to use the same mouse and keyboard across a Mac or an iPad. The mouse cursor can move back and forth between the iPad and a Mac laptop or desktop, turning the iPad into, functionally, a second screen. It even works between Mac computers. The feature is called Universal Control. iOS devices can also beam their screen to a Mac computer through a feature called AirPlay. Apple added a bunch of new shortcuts to the Mac interface. Shortcuts is an automation app for power users. Apple's Safari browser also got a redesign with new features including tab grouping and tab bookmarking. Apple Maps gets big new update with more city details and 3D models. Apple is updating its Maps software with new 3D data. It now includes turning lanes and other road conditions. It is expanding to Spain, Portugal, Italy and Australia later this year. Apple announces new privacy features. Apple is beefing up its privacy protection. The company said it's rolling out tracker blockers in its Mail app, which will help hide your IP address, location and prevent senders from seeing if and when you open an email. It's also hiding IP address from trackers in Safari. Apple is also adding an App Tracker Report section to settings, where users can see how often apps use info in last 7 days and find out third-party domains app is contacting. Finally, Apple said that Siri will support offline speech recognition, which means it's more private but also faster, since some commands won't have to be sent to the cloud first. So, you can do things like say "Hey Siri, start a timer for 10 minutes" and it'll start the timer right away. Apple announces iCloud Plus, new privacy features for online storage subscribers. Apple announced a service called iCloud Plus, which includes additional features for online privacy. It's included in the current iCloud prices. The most significant feature is Private Relay, which routes web traffic through two separate servers to mask who is using the internet and what they are browsing, like a VPN. iCloud Plus also has a feature called Hide My Email, which allows users to use a placeholder email address when signing up for new features. Apple has also added additional video features for smart home cameras that store footage on iCloud.